Hello lovelies, this is Chrissy cooking at home. I am Chrissy. Shocked? Surprised? It's in the name. Well, this is letting you know what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot today. I'm going to try to. So there's a little bit of everything. And I don't know if we're going to accomplish anything today. I'm just going to mash it all together. So what's the first thing? Well, I've already been outside to my lemon balm plant. I'm going to prep my lemon balm leaves to make my lemon balm jelly. You want to help me? I just want to bring you along for everything that I'm doing. So I'm doing canning. So this is basically canning video. But are we going to finish anything today? Maybe. It's going to be a hodgepodge video. So I've already done the dishes and I've got some stuff out. I got my directions for lemon balm jelly. I haven't done it in a couple of years because, you know, pregnancy, bed rest, yada yada yada. I've said it before. Cabinet's always open. Cabinet's always open. Focus, Chrissy. But I've already got out to the lemon balm plant, which is thriving. So this will probably be a double batch of lemon balm jelly because I don't need many for a single batch. And I have the pectin for it. I have the 2 boxes, need 1 box for each batch. So you got to make 1 batch at a time. So we got to steep the lemon balm. So come over here and help me prep the leaves. And then what else we doing, Chrissy? You said hodgepodge. Well, I have beans soaking. I have some black beans soaking. I want to can some black beans all by themselves. So they've been soaking since yesterday in the afternoon. And then I have some pinto beans soaking. Well, those aren't going to be canned by themselves. At least I don't think any of them will be, but maybe we'll see. Penny's left over. What are those for? Well, I saw Lisa over at Sutton's Days channel make burrito in a jar using pork roast and beans and onions and peppers and taco seasoning. That made me excited because Sweetheart loves burritos. She did it in pints. I'm going to do it in quarts. I'm going to leave out the peppers. I'm going to do the onions and the taco seasoning and the pinto beans, and I have some pork loin that I got on sale. It's not as much pork loin, so we're going to do a little extra bean. So those are soaking. So we're just going to get everything going because we got to par cook the pork, we got to boil the beans, we got to, you know, do my black beans first. Blah, 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 blah. Let's get going. Lemon balm. I went out with this and I just started snipping the plant. It's still huge. It's just really taken off this year. I ignored it last year and I don't think I made any the year before. I might have. I don't know. So I have a big colander here because my hair's tickling me and I feel like it's bugs. Because I was out in the plants. It's not bugs. I went through and I snipped, and then I stood on my porch and I went through each one and quickly looked, and then if I saw any that had like slime, I threw over my porch railing. I'm not even. And then if I saw any with spiders dangling, I kind of helped the spider off onto my porch railing and then threw the lemon balm stalk in my colander. And then I did see one that had a big mama spider with a sack of eggs attached to the stalk. I just threw that whole stalk over the railing and just said, "Go for it, mama. I'm not even messing with you." So I'm doing a double check before I start pulling leaves off. So I don't want the stalk, I want the leaves. So we're gonna do this. I know I did a video on the lemon balm jelly before. We needed 1 cup of leaves, packed leaves. So and then looking at my notes and I'm like trying to remember. I should go back and watch my video. Was it roughly packed leaves or roughly chopped leaves then packed? Because my notes kind of suck here. So we're just going to steep these leaves like they're tea. We're going to make like a tea. And then you also need lemon juice. This gives it a whole different flavor than just lemon jelly. It's so delicious. And it's so good for you on like those sick days when you just don't feel well and you want a little toast. Just smear a little bit of your lemon balm jelly on it and it just feels so good. Now I was saving lemons from making my lemon raspberry jam, but I never got around to doing this in time. So my lemons kind of went. So I'm going to use bottled lemon juice, which has a better acidity to it anyways. So I was just trying not to waste lemons. So bottled lemon juice, this even says in my notes. So, have you seen my lemon balm jelly video? Do you make jelly? Do you make jam? Check out the lemon raspberry, the new one. Ooh, so good. Everyone that's tried it loves it. So I guess I could also make this a life update video, but instead of dishes, just tell you what I'm doing. I'm working on Canon stuff. If I can. Might need some help from Sweetheart and Logan to lift my pots around. Put them in the colander so I can rinse them. Okay, I woke up the other morning in excruciating pain at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up just writhing in pain from my freaking back. And if you're new and you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I'll explain. My back is messed up. Like, seriously messed up. I have been dealing with for a very long time, many years,
slip discs, bulging discs, herniated discs, however you want to phrase it. I swear to God, each doctor phrases it differently, but it all sounds the same to me. So I don't know if each term means like to the varying degree of how far your vertebrae is out of whack. I don't know. I can't seem to understand what the heck they're talking about, except I know my back is out of whack and now it is really bad. Chiropractor years ago couldn't help me, sent me to pain management. Pain management tried to show me at the time, but the computer was not cooperating after they did an MRI, of course. So she just put me on pain medication. At the time it was just 2 discs in my lumbar. And then fast forward to now, and things have gotten worse with my back, and it's radiating to my legs. My legs are numb, but also have, it's weird, also have pain in my legs, like shooting pains, numbness with shooting pains. It feels like hot, large pokers stabbing me. Like, what's up with that? It's not pins and needles. It's like hot pokers stabbing me. And my right leg is more numb than the left leg, especially in the thigh. So I do another MRI, and I do an EMG. It's a nerve conduction study, if you're not familiar, where they poke you with needles and they electrocute you to see the electricity of your, the conduction of your nerves. Now that, in some cases, that can be really quite painful depending on how much they zap you. Sometimes when they were doing it, it hurt, and sometimes it was like, I don't feel nothing. Depended on where they poked me with needles and electrocuted me. Garbage. Big spider. Tucked in leaves. We might get a cup. Might be a single batch. Anyways. Okay, so MRI showed it's no longer just 2 vertebrae. It is my entire lumbar, because that's all they did. They did my lumbar down to my sacrum. Pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. They found that every vertebrae in my lumbar is now bulging to some degree. Some are worse than others, from what I gather. And the L5-S1 is the worst, with narrowing of the nerve root. And I have degenerative discs and arthritis and bone spurs. Pressing on nerves and my spinal cord. Great. So they do the EMG just a little while after, and they find that there is a nerve in my lumbar somewhere being compressed. That's affected. Okay, the L5-S1 is affecting my left lower body. Got it. There is a nerve somewhere else in my lumbar that's affecting my right lower body. Got it. So they refer me to a neurosurgeon, spine care specialist. Okay. He says surgery. I say, can we wait for 3-4 years to where Nellie, my 13-month-old, is more independent, more mobile, and I don't have to bend over to pick her up. I don't have to bend over to get her out of her crib. I don't have to put her in her car seat, strap her down. Can we wait? And he goes, there are other things we can try. I'm like, great. What are those things? And he said, physical therapy. Did it. Did not help with pain. Helped with mobility, regaining mobility when I was either wheelchair bound and then walker, like chained to my walker. I loved physical therapy. It was great. No qualms with physical therapy. It is an amazing thing. I did aqua therapy. It was amazing to feel like I could walk again when I was chained to that wheelchair. Okay, so we can do medication. Okay, what medication? Well, we can do this medication, this medication, this medication. So I take those medications. Granted, they're prescribed for other conditions, but I take those medications. What dosages? I tell him. Those are pretty high dosages. Yeah, I know. Kind of maxed out here. Because I have been chronically ill for a decade now. See, Logan's 13, so yeah, a little over a decade now. And, you know, you don't start out at those dosages. They eventually, you know, increase. You can give these rinse. Now, I'll admit there is something seriously messed up in my brain that I cannot understand people with a thick accent, and that does not matter where they're from. Like, if they are from the South in the United States and they have a very thick accent, you better believe I'm not understanding them. If they live in New York City with a very thick accent, I'm not understanding them. If they are from anywhere else in the world with a thick accent but speak really well English very well, there you go, Chrissy, why don't you speak it well yourself? I'm not understanding them. This man had a very thick accent. I do not know where he was from. It's really not my concern where he was from. So I was struggling to understand him as it was. So the last option is X-ray guided injection into my spine. All right, let's do it. All right, they put it in for the insurance. Within a week, insurance denied it. Yay, Medicare. One cup measuring cup. Pot. We need 3 cups of water per batch. Now, the way I'm reading it, we need 1 cup packed, then roughly chopped. I am packing it in here. So we file the appeal. I give the girl that does that a crap ton of information that was not put in the first order to the insurance, whatever it's called, the first request. That's pretty dang packed. And It's been months now, nearly 3 months since we submitted the appeal. And I keep calling this doctor's office to ask for any updates, because I've not heard anything. Maybe they've heard something. And I get told, oh, I don't see anything in your chart, but I can't see your whole chart. That's not in my job duty. I don't have access to that. So the person who can will call you back. That was 3 times in a row. I called again after my back, waking up in excruciating pain like I did. We're just going to say this is 2 cups. I packed them pretty good. And we're going to just roughly chop. So I called one more time. Got the exact same spiel. Did I get a call back? You better believe I did not. Let's release these oils from the leaves. So I messaged my neurologist who started me on this whole thing, because she wanted to check my spine when I was falling a lot and having all these symptoms, which I'm still falling and still having all these symptoms, and the symptoms are getting worse, obviously. And I messaged her and I asked her, can I get a new referral to this other surgeon? I mean, this guy comes highly recommended. 3 people have told me you need to switch to him immediately. Don't wait around for this guy. You need to switch to him immediately. You need to have the surgery as soon as you can. I'm like, you don't understand. I want to wait. I can't wait anymore. I just can't. It's a good rough chop. But I just can't wait anymore. I really can't. My neurologist said, I mean, she messaged me back within 5 minutes and she was like, sure. I'm like, great. Don't forget to send the MRI and the EMG to him, please. So now I'm waiting for that office to review the MRI and the EMG and call me to schedule an appointment. Now, today is Saturday. All this went down on Thursday. So hopefully within a week I'll get a call. Hopefully. It might take longer. This man, from what I understand, is extremely popular. There you are. Highly in demand. He can do a surgery that's called a vertebrae replacement or something like that, which I'm told is something that I want because I am so young. I don't know if I would qualify. I will ask him. BRB. It's just the microphone picks up my faucet so much better than me that I wanted to get the water in. So since we're doing a double batch, I did 6 cups of water. I gotta do my coffee. Okay, I've moved on. I got the lemon balm leaves in the pot heating up to bring to a boil. I've pulled out my pork. This is just boneless center cut pork loin roast. Can you see what it says there? Buy one, get 2 free. So, there's 1, there's 2, and there's a 3. So we have to par cook these for the burrito in a jar. I had these in the freezer with the intent of either doing pork roast meals or canning the meat just by itself. And then I came across Lisa's video. So we're just going to cut these into manageable chunks. Not worrying about fat. So, like that. And it's just going on a baking sheet. And we don't have to cook all the way through. We just need to cook some. And then the beans. We do the instruction for canning beans. You soak overnight and then you boil 30 minutes. And then we'll go from there. Now, back to my bag. So I'm not getting any callbacks from that doctor's office. I'm fed up. This other guy comes highly recommended, can do the vertebrae replacement thing. Got to do me more research on that procedure. I hear wonderful things about that procedure. I know one person personally who's had the procedure. It's like he's a new man. So I just recently met him and he swears it's like he's a new man. So I take his word for it. The woman I call mom, who's kind of like took me under her wing and treats me like a daughter. She's my adopted mommy. This man did her back surgery back in February. Now they get you up and walking really soon after surgery. And she was up walking, you know, like normal. She said I couldn't believe that I was climbing stairs the day after surgery. She goes, it's not like I was climbing a flight of stairs. It was just that I was climbing stairs. Okay, we're going to let the lemon balm steep. It came to a boil. Now my instructions say 10 minutes, but I'm waiting on 4-jar lids that are going to be delivered today at some point. So it's going to steep for as long as it takes to get those lids to come at my doorstep. Because, you know, it'll get here when it gets here. After it's been shipped, it's out of their hands. It'll get here when it gets here. And by that I mean like what time of day it'll get here. It's coming today. Both, I ordered both wide mouth and regular mouth because I'm doing wide mouth jars for the burrito in a jar. So it's just been a couple of days since my back. I don't know if I moved wrong in my sleep. I don't know if a muscle spasm happened because I have general dystonia. So I don't know if a muscle spasm happened in my sleep and pulled my back out. I don't know. I was asleep. So I don't know if it was a muscle spasm. I don't know if I just moved wrong. I don't know if it was, I have several sleep disorders, so I don't know if it was a night terror coming on, and or if I was getting ready to get up and sleepwalk. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. But I laid there a good 30 minutes, crying in agony. No, crying is an understatement. I was bawling in agony until I could muster up myself to go get some medication, prescription medication, to alleviate the pain. And then it was Thursday. Thursday's payday. I have to do my job, which is go run errands, do grocery pickup, go into grocery stores, go to the pharmacy. Nellie has PT on Thursdays. Logan has piano lesson on Thursdays. I still have to make dinner. You know, stuff still needs to be done. And you know, sweetheart, he works third shift. So he worked all night long. That's why I had to get up and go get my pain medicine. If he was home, he would have gladly gotten up in the middle of the night and gotten my pain medicine for me. No question. He's done it a million times when I've woken up with muscle spasms. And if you don't know what dystonia is, it's muscle spasms that contort your body in ways that should not contort. Just saying. And then you just get sometimes really bad muscle spasms. You ever had a really bad Charlie horse? Okay, the muscle spasms are like that painful, but the muscles will pull and twist and try to bend your bones. So your body is moving in directions it should not be moving in. So that very well could have been what happened. Because we've had a lot of rain lately, and that can really set me off. For all my conditions, and one condition feeds into another condition. Okay. That is all the pork. Okay, so my theory is prepping everything now and then rest a while, take my medications, which is almost time to do, rest for several hours, and then when my lids get here, can everything. So I can fill my jars and then put everything in the canner and then sit down and rest again. Because my back is starting to pull and hurt. I'm going to wash the cutting board and we're going to chop onions. Okay, cutting board washed and bleached. And the oven just went off for putting the pork into par cook. There's our pork you helped me chop. We'll start at 15. Okay, so we got our cutting board. Let's get a giant bowl. My hands are going numb. So far it's mainly just my left one. Okay, washed the knife. Both the blade and the handle. You know what, I don't want you to die on me. So we're gonna keep this plugged in. So we're almost done with our prep work. I did something I've not seen people do on the internet, but my mom did it, and my grandma did it. But when soaking beans, halfway through the soak, dumping the water, rinsing the beans, and putting them in fresh water to finish the soak. I do that for canning, and I do that for cooking. I don't remember my elders canning beans. I love canning beans. It's cheaper than buying canned beans. I get my beans, my dry beans, they're either given to me or I get them at the Dollar Tree. So they're only $1.25 a bag. The black beans were given to me, so I only have a pound. I should have bought more at the Dollar Tree, but I wasn't thinking. The pinto beans that I'm doing for the burrito in a jar came from the Dollar Tree. And I used 3 bags, so 3 pounds. So, just get all the prep work done. Onions are flying everywhere. These onions have been so delicious and they have not been making me cry one bit. And I keep meaning to chop to dehydrate, but stuff keeps coming up to where I keep using them. So either way, they're not really going to waste. And that's my goal. No waste. One onion done. Into the big bowl. Now I am going to do a sheet. Lisa said it was okay. I am going to use pre-mixed package taco seasoning. I am not making my own. It's just one less thing I have to do. Look at this beast. Aren't they beautiful? I've been trying to do PT at home to increase my strength and stamina, like my neurologist asked me to do. Because she knows how busy I am with the kids. Oh, this one's making me tear up. Has to hit that root just right. So, yeah, my back's all messed up. But that's just me. I'm all messed up physically. Like, this body is just wanting to shut down. And it has been for over a decade. And it just keeps finding new ways to try to shut down. And I just keep pushing on. I just keep finding new ways to keep going. Keep trying. On the really, really bad days, that's why I have home canned food that I can open a jar and have dinner. Like Thursday, when it was really bad, we had buffalo chicken hoagies and air fryer French fries. Now these are just frozen French fries, not homemade French fries. Now, buffalo chicken hoagies. Did not make homemade hoagie rolls this time. Usually I do, but like I said, my back was thrown out. I'm in excruciating pain. I just bought a big bag of hoagie rolls from Sam's Club. But I opened and I bought a bottle of buffalo wing sauce from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. It's quite tasty. It's not overly spicy, so you know, those who have sensitive stomachs or sensitive palates, it's like mild buffalo wing sauce. And Sweetheart can add his extra spicier stuff to his to make his spicier, because he likes, you know, spicier the better. So I just opened 2 jars of canned chicken breast, home canned chicken breast, and Logan pops the French fries in the air fryer. I just take a head of lettuce and shred up half of it and slice a tomato. Heat up the chicken, stir it in most of the buffalo wing sauce, not the whole bottle because it's a lot in there. I didn't need the whole bottle. Usually I make buffalo wing sauce, which is not hard. It's hot sauce and butter. You know, I think 2 giant onions is gonna do it. Making sure they're all chopped up just fine. Onion. that's that. We got the beans still soaking. We got the lemon balm steeping. We got the onions chopped. The pork is par cooking. And then we will pork cooks all the way through. It's not going to be a big deal because when it cans, it's going to pressure can, and if you've pressure cooked anything, you know that meat just shreds and tenderizes so beautifully. I have rambled on and we have prepped for 40 minutes. I am going to go sit down and take my meds and take a break. So, thank you for coming along with me. Till next time.